Hey, well, good morning, everyone. Gregory here from up here in Bozeman, Montana, and I'm very excited to be with you this morning. We've got a really wonderful training that's come together on the magic of momentum. And as you all know, every Wednesday morning we have a director's call, and the subject on yesterday's director's call was momentum. And I took copious notes from everyone and compiled it into a little presentation that we're going to share with you this morning. So, get out your notepads, but this will be available also to see and to review on our Live Younger YouTube very soon. Uh, so I'll just go ahead and get started. Well, we're going to talk about the magic of momentum and how to establish it, how to maintain it, and how to advance it. Because these are very exciting times that we're in here with LifeWave, coming off of the conference, with the next couple of months ahead of us, November, December, we got, you know, uh, just so many opportunities to grow and build your business. And these are some of the things that I've learned over the decades in network marketing that we reviewed in detail yesterday on our manager and on our director call. So let's see if we can get the PowerPoint to move forward. So momentum, I thought it would be good to just start with the definition of momentum. And this comes right out of the dictionary. Momentum is a noun. It's a quantity used to measure the motion of a body, i.e. you and your team, equal to the body, the product of the body's mass, i.e. the size of your team and its velocity, how excited, enthusiastic, and active they are. Number two, the force or energy exhibited by a moving body, or in our case, a moving team of members. And I think the third hits more the nail on the head. The driving force or advancing strength of a development or course of events. And certainly LifeWave is a development and a course of events. It's a community and opportunity coming together. So, and LifeWave's moving into momentum, fastest growing network marketing company in the world, and we're all blessed to be a part of it. So let's start out with the first one, which is how to establish momentum. It's important to get it going. If you're brand new, I think this is for you. And if you've been around a while, it's a refresher, but you need to know your why, know your needs. I've always learned and found that the why comes first, then the how. And if the why is big enough, people will figure out how. If the why is not big enough, don't bother teaching them because they're not going to do it anyway. So you need to know your why. And when someone joins your team, you need to know their why. It's very important to have written goals that support your why. What's the next rank you want to be to? What's the income you want to get to? What level of participation? What's the time and commitment you're willing to put in to your business, to achieve that why, that big, hairy, audacious goal, maybe. And in order to do that, you need to be committed and consistent. And a friend of mine, a mentor I had years ago, defined for me commitment. Okay. And the definition of commitment is being committed to do what you said you were going to do long after the feeling you had when you made that decision is gone. You're all excited when you get started, but you get a couple of no's and the dog gets sick, you got a flat tire. There's so many excuses. You need to be so committed and consistent with your business that even when you hit the challenges, you continue on. And somebody brought up yesterday Yoda's comment from Star Wars. There is no try, Luke. You do or you don't. And that's it. I thought that was so cool. I should have made note whoever brought it up, but it was Yoda. Okay. And here's another one: get inspired. And someone brought up, if you break out inspiration, it's inspire action is really inspiration in action. And that's why you need to be riveted to your goals, riveted to your reasons why, why your goals need to be in writing. And then there's the importance of self-discipline. You're in business for yourself, not by yourself, but the people that are able to establish and maintain self-discipline are the people that success. To keep people to continue every day, with our daily method of operation. They know it, they do it, they teach it, These are the simple business building, income generating activities. You need to know your why and do what you need to do to achieve that why. So establishing momentum in your business is critical, especially as we go into the holidays. And Thanksgiving, we're all going to slow down a little bit. And then right after Thanksgiving, what do we have? We have, Friday. We have, what do they call it? Crazy Friday. And then we've got Cyber Monday or Black Friday, excuse me. We have Black Friday, and we know the company always has cool promotions on Black Friday. If you're new, just know that. And then we have some cool promotions on Cyber Monday. So after people are done celebrating, eating lots of turkey, at least here in the US, I know our Canadian friends, you already had your Thanksgiving, but ours is coming up. And after that, it's important to get back into momentum and begin. There's a wonderful new document or tool that was produced by Cheryl Edmond. And Cheryl, if you'd like to jump in and unmute yourself, that would be awesome, and tell people about your income producing activities that she's graciously making available to all of us.
Happy to do that, Gregory. The journal is a 90-day journal, and it's designed for obviously the LifeWave cycles of business. So you can use it every 90 days from start to finish. And it's designed to identify income producing activities that actually build your business. So where you're sitting at home alone and you don't know what to do next, you can take a look at your journal, and it's got a nice layout to suggest to you, spend an hour inviting folks, sending, sharing personal ideas, videos, product information, any way you're touching on them. That's an income producing activity. And we suggest you do that for an hour. Maybe it's an hour a week, maybe it's an hour a day, maybe it's an hour every other day, whatever works for you in your particular schedule. We also suggest 30 minutes spent in follow-up. So how do you follow up with folks? Are you calling them? Are you having coffee with them? Are you texting them? Whatever it is, you can measure follow-up. And I'm going to go through the little booklet page to do that with all the check boxes in just a moment. Then another 30 minutes is spent on inviting, invite to the next event, to the next patch party, to the next boot camp, to the next day in Florida, whatever it might be. Yeah, there. Okay, very good. Then the next 30 minutes is typically spent on expanding your network. So maybe you're using the InTouch app to touch brand new folks for the first time, so that when you send a video to them, you'll get a feedback as to when they watched it and how much of it they watched, so you know when to make your next call, your next touch with them. And then
Cheryl, I don't want you to go through the whole thing right now because I want to finish off
I'm sorry.
the momentum training, but I want to let everybody know it's here in Live Younger Success to freely download. And we're going to be adding, Cheryl did a really great training on a video training. We're going to add here also later on today, so you can hear from the master and the creator. And you can see it's a beautiful document just by the cover of it. But Cheryl, you've done such a fabulous job. I'm hearing rave reviews by so many people on your team that are using it. And you've been so gracious to make it available to the whole greater Live Younger community. I just want to thank you, thank you, thank you. And it just got posted here in Live Younger Success in the What's New section a few minutes ago. Literally, I got Liz on the phone this morning and she jumped up and, here it is. So thank you. Any final last words you want to say about it, Cheryl?
Yes, I want to say that literally it will take you to whatever level you're at in 90 days. It'll take you to the next level of your business by, again, measuring and checking off and having a place to note how you're working with the folks that you're either building with and or bringing into the business.
It reminds me of the old adage, that which is measured grows. And
Yes,
so
sir.
you've created a wonderful tool for people to measure and to have that inspired action with the income producing activities. It's just, the timing is perfect. So thank you, thank you, thank you. In fact, it might have been your journal that got us to talk about momentum, because that's certainly going to be a cornerstone for building momentum. So blessings, blessings, blessings. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Okay, so income. So that's just some tips on how to establish momentum. So now let's talk about how to maintain momentum. Because once you get it going, it's like I gave the analogy yesterday. I was thinking, when I was younger in my teens, me and my buddies, we all had newer and older cars. It seems like the batteries were always going dead, and we're pushing the car, two guys behind and one guy in front, pushing to try and get it going fast enough that you could pop the clutch and get it started. And if you pop the clutch too soon, it killed the momentum and you had to start over. But if you got the momentum going, it's like push starting a car or truck. It's like push starting your business. Once you get it going, don't stop. So, how often should you practice the daily method of operation? Every day, right? Every day. So let's talk about one way to maintain momentum is stay plugged in. If you had a bad day, you need the team. If you had a good day, the team needs you. And if you had a bad day, it's your upline you need to talk to. If you had a good day, you should talk to everybody. Okay. Good news always goes all around. Bad, if you had a challenge, reach up to your upline, but stay plugged in to the communications from the company, from the communications from your up team, and in our calls like this. And if you can't catch them live, catch them on the replay. And another important thing to maintain momentum is you got to keep your team plugged in. This is a team sport. If you're watching and participating in everything, but nobody on your team is, you don't really have a team. It's you, and this is a team sport. You want to build a team and keep your team plugged into our success system and all the things we do. And it's a lot about mindset. And mindset is something, what's between your ears matters most, and you need to feed it daily. And the suggestions were, affirmations, prayer, meditation, garbage in, garbage out, good stuff in, good stuff out. Establish a good mindset and and do it daily. And you need to watch your inner dialogue, what that self-talk that's going on within you, would you want someone else to be listening to what you're saying about yourself? And if you're having some challenges, again, that's where maybe you just need to take a deep breath, take a break, maybe go hug a tree, put your feet on the grass, do some grounding, maybe, connect with your upline. But, it's important to take breaks. Sometimes I get so focused on what I'm doing, I realize in a couple hours into it, I haven't stopped to take a break or drink a water. Because I'm inspiration in action. When I get inspired, it's like when I was working on this PowerPoint this morning, I made a cup of coffee and it just sat there because I was so fixed on getting this ready for this morning's call. Another thing to do to maintain your momentum is review your why. Reconnect to your reasons why and review your goals on a daily basis. And I didn't put it in print, but I'm a real believer in treasure mapping and finding images or writing words and terms that are meaningful to you. If you're ready to go from manager to director, maybe need to put director, LifeWave director right there in front of you in the middle of your treasure map. And if you don't have a treasure map, maybe you should create one, also called a vision board. But Napoleon Hill said it the best. He said, what the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. And I found it's easier for me to conceive of stuff that I can see, and then I can add my belief. And then the magic of the law of attraction begins to happen. And here's one area I know that we all fall short: the discipline of follow-up. And this is where you've probably heard me say before, a master key to success in this business is never end one call without scheduling the next. So follow up when you're on the phone with a prospect, or maybe even your team members. When you're on the phone with a prospect specifically, sometimes people need multiple exposures. In fact, most people do. Statistically.
Sorry, Gregory, I muted you.
Most people say people need 5 or more exposures, and most people stop after 2. So after you talk to somebody, whether you're following up after a call, after a video or whatever, if they're not ready to enroll, you want to take the next proper step with them, which might be a three-way call. It might be inviting them to the next video Zoom event. It might be getting them some more information samples or whatever. And when's a good time to follow up? Establish that right up front. So the discipline of follow-up, as I always learned in the business, the fortune is in the follow-up. And then Robin added to that, because she's such a relationship person, the fortune and the friendship is in the follow-up. Because when you tell someone, you make an appointment to follow up with someone, you say, okay, let's get together tomorrow afternoon at 3:30, and they say yes, you put it in your book, they put it in theirs. It's vitally important that you're on with them at that time, or you make an adjustment prior to the time arriving. Because the friendship, by you being prompt, it shows your commitment to them and how much you value their time. So you aren't in the business until the business is in you. And thank you, Lavelle. This was his comment yesterday. The business really needs to be in you, and it's in Robin and I. I mean, we can't go anywhere without one of us talking to somebody about LifeWave, whether we see somebody that might have a health challenge or just in friendly dialogue. It's part of us. We're a part of it. It's a part of us. And that'll happen gradually for some, instantaneously for others when they hear about LifeWave. I was on the phone with a new gentleman that's joining one of our teams, and he is so fired up. I hardly got a word in edgewise for the first 45 minutes because he was telling me how excited he was. So you need to have the business in you and attend as many team and corporate events as possible. Plugging in. This is what plugging in is all about, is participating in live events. And if you miss a live event, watch as many replays as you can, but not to get in the way of doing the business. There's a balance between plugging in, participating in the events, and doing the business. And that's where Cheryl's journal comes in. The income producing activities is what's going to really impact your check. Plugging into the team and corporate events is going to impact what's in between your ears and your willingness and ability to be consistent. I think in the Bible it says, if man were, it's Shakespeare. It says, if man were consistent, he would be perfect. I know he said that about men because women already are, right? Women already are consistent, but us men, we have to work at it, and so I encourage you to be consistent. So how to advance momentum? Once you get your business going, once things get rolling, okay, how do you step on the gas and step up the pace? And that's very exciting. When this starts happening, you need to, it's like riding the wave, and adjusting your sails to the increased speed of the wind. So keep your team plugged in. To establish and maintain momentum, you need to be plugged in, but to advance momentum, you need to keep your team plugged in, okay? And working with leaders as well as working with your team. I want to differentiate between leaders and team. Just like on Wednesday, we have a director and above call. It's for people that have achieved, and director's no small task. It's a major accomplishment and achievement. I want to acknowledge and celebrate everyone that's gotten there. And, so that, that's a smaller, tighter group, but, where this call is for everybody, working with your team. So differentiate, as you start building your team, you're going to have some key people. You probably want to have some, team or individual calls with your leaders, as well as maybe having some group team calls, maybe you're, just plugging into the bigger team calls. Another one is really important. Lead by example. Stay out of the management mode. And this is really tempting, especially once your group starts building. It's kind of fun to go into your back office and see how you're doing and watching new people joining and your business volume increasing, your commission checks increasing. That's a great thing to do to keep you inspired, but that's not an income producing activity. Okay. That might be an inspiration producing activity, but it's not going to produce income. But I think they both go hand in hand. So lead by example, stay out of the management mode, you know. And number 4, sponsor up, find the best, and they'll do the rest. To advance momentum, once you get your business going and you really understand what we have here with LifeWave, you know, maybe it's time to go back to those people on your chicken list that you already spoke to or that you were too scared to speak to. But, you know, a big fish feeds more people, you know, than a little fish. But, you know, fishing is fun, fishing is good, catching is better, and the bigger fish are more fun, and they're going to make a bigger difference in your business. So find the best, they'll do the rest. This gentleman I was on with the phone yesterday, he's a big fish, you know, and he's probably down on my 23rd level. I don't know if he joins. I think I'm sure he's going to join. There's no doubt about it. But it was so fun to see folks like that, like this, being attracted to LifeWave. So one of the things I didn't put on here to advance momentum is working with the leading edge of your organization. You know, the people that are newest, you know, establishing some connection with them, make sure that you're working with and through your line of sponsorship. Okay. But, you know, it's important to just be present and to catch people doing things right. You know, there's some wonderful reports in your back office. You can see who is recruiting and how many people are recruiting, the recruiters report. I don't know the exact name of it. If Robin were here, she'd tell me. Robin loves the back office.
I'm here.
Okay, what's the name of that report, honey?
You go under organization and then you go down to reps. And second from the bottom, it's people that have added at least one person in the last 31 days. And it takes a while for it to pop up. You can sort it or you can just go through it. But that's where you're going to find the juice. Who's enrolling the most people?
And that's the people, you know, it's like, you know, with our dogs, with our kids, you know, with each other, it's catch people doing things right. That's the way to advance momentum. So the people that are building the business, a celebratory call, say, hey, I just wanted to check in and let you know that I saw that you've recruited, Julianne, I've seen that you've recruited 5 people in the last month. Congratulations. That's so awesome. You know, or, you know, maybe you've recruited 2 in the last week, or maybe you recruited somebody and I just want to call and celebrate that you recruited somebody. So catch people doing things right, sponsor up, find the best, they'll do the rest. And most of you have probably heard this, but I think it's important to have the attitude of constant and never ending improvement. Okay. You know, that's what momentum is, managing change, managing motion. It's not about managing your parking space. Okay. It's constant, never ending improvement. And I think it's important that we all live with that we want to move forward in life. You want to move forward with your business. You want to move forward with your team, and you want to move forward with your leaders. So that was pretty much it for the magic momentum. I just wanted to say in conclusion, you know, success is not magical, it's mathematical. And that's why, Cheryl, I'm so excited about your income producing activity journal, where people actually, you know, that's where they, you know, put the math down, where you can actually tally it up. And if you're your team doing that, you can also talk to them about the numbers that they have. Now, another thing I'm looking forward to, for the last incentive trip, we had the Punta Cana point tracker, and we have another one that's in process, and very soon we'll have that also. It's going to be very similar to the activities, in fact, probably identical to the income building activities in Cheryl's journal, because that's the way you earn points to go to Punta Mita, which is the next incentive trip. And so I would encourage, once that's ready, we'll get it out to everyone as another way to, you know, measure and manage growth. So that brings this section of our call to a close.
Honey, can I say a few things?
Yeah, please go ahead, Robin.
Okay, this was wonderful. I was in the dentist chair yesterday, so I missed the training. So I'm glad I got the training today. Just as far as momentum goes, there's another 3 phases, and there's organizational momentum, team momentum, and personal momentum. Well, the company absolutely is in momentum. They're breaking records every month. You look at that sales chart, it's wild. Then we have, how do you get team momentum? Well, it starts with what we have control of, which is our own personal momentum. So if you're ready for more of that, up your numbers, up those income producing activities. And like Gregory says, get your team plugged in. That will make a difference. And as far as the personal development part, I like to quote Jim Rohn. He says, work twice as hard on yourself as you do on your business, because you are your business. And our top leaders do a tremendous amount of work on themselves. I mean, Connie has flourished into an amazing leader, but she has done a lot of work on herself. So just know that that's part. And then the last part is LifeWave used to be a secret. We're not a secret anymore. We're getting all this press for being the fastest growing company in the world in the last 4 years. When you drive down that I-15 corridor south of Salt Lake, where tons of other network marketing companies are, there's a big building with big bold letters on it. People are finding LifeWave. And I just heard from one of our teammates, she was doing a trade show in New York. She said it used to be people never heard of LifeWave. Now people have heard of LifeWave and are wondering how to get it. So this is the time to really take a look at who do you most want in your business, because it really doesn't feel good when they show up in someone else's business and they're one of your contacts, or someone that you have been inspired by that you might not even know. You never know. Reach out. This is the time. People are coming in, big leaders, very influential people from all over. So put your chicken list together and start taking action. Back to you, Gregory.
Well, thank you, Robin. And I just want to thank all of the directors, all folks on the directors call who compiled this list. I want to thank Michelle for helping me organize it, because I was taking copious notes during our meeting yesterday. Michelle then helped organize those notes into the 3 phases. And I just want to open it up first to any of the folks that were on yesterday's director's call that contributed to the creation of this PowerPoint that I just shared with everybody. If you've got anything you'd like to share from yesterday's call, just raise your hand and chime in. By raising your hand, it'll put you at the top of the list and you can just go ahead and speak up. That looks like Liz has got her hand raised, even though it looks like Robin and I.
It is Liz. I have to go change my name all the time. Anyway, it's hard to be Gregory and Robin. So I just was thinking about something that I had heard years ago, that if you treat this business like a campfire and create a blaze, that's momentum. If you are a single log, the fire can flame out. And you need multiple logs in to create a big bonfire. So get more logs.
Recruit, recruit, recruit. All right, thanks, Liz. Hey, Lavelle.
Hey, Gregory.
Hey, Lavelle.
Hold on 1 second. I think I got.
He's got to think about it.
No, I'm on my phone and I'm on my computer. Let me do this. There you go. Okay, so there's no echo. Okay, great. So great job as always, Gregory. Yeah, I want to just chime in that about repetition is the mother of all learning. And you said it so many times. You got to stay plugged in. And when you stay plugged in, what happens is you just fuel your fire. You're in there and you're listening and you're learning. But there's another part to that. There's in the Slight Edge, and you've read Slight Edge, I'm pretty sure. The Slight Edge talks about there's 5 or 4 ways of learning. One is learn knowledge, study knowledge, activity knowledge, and teaching knowledge. And I remember when I first got involved in network marketing, they said those in front of the room make the most money. So I showed up to every training, every presentation, and I still do the same thing because what I wanted to do, I wanted to glean the information. And like I said yesterday, you're not in the business until the business is in you. And because you're showing up every day, that business is getting way down deep inside of you. And if you just continue to just fuel your fire by showing up every day, you will have that business in you. And I was just looking at the slight edge as well. This is really key consistency.
Mm.
It's easy to do, but it's easy not to do because we are all creatures of habit. And you're either in the habit of doing it, or you're in the habit of not doing it. That's the way it is. So back to you, Gregory.
Awesome. Thanks, Lavelle. That was good. Hey, good morning, Sunshower.
Good morning. I'm so sorry I wasn't on the first few minutes. I'm not sure if this was covered, but you know, BHAG. Have you heard that one from Jack Canfield?
You know, I didn't say that specifically, but it's worth repeating. Go ahead.
So when Jack Canfield spoke at our conference, he spoke of that. So that is big, hairy, audacious goals. And so it's that obviously means, you know, stretch yourself, you know, go farther than you might have ever gone before, as in the USS Enterprise, right? And then the other one that I often say on these calls is a quote from Jim Rohn, and you can actually listen to a short, maybe 10-minute audio of Jim Rohn when he's talking about the set of the sail. So it's not like we don't all have the wind hitting us, right? We're in our little boat. It's not about the wind, it's about the set of our own sail, which refers to our own mindset. So you guys stay positive, smile a lot. Even if things aren't so great, just keep smiling. It'll come back, it'll be good. Thank you so much for this time.
Awesome. Thanks for Sunshower. Hey, good morning, Dolly.
Good morning. It's not exactly a question, but as a longtime teacher and someone who has put together a lot of presentations, this is absolutely wonderfully impressive. Absolutely good job, boss. And yesterday, and all of you who have shared on all of these trainings, thank you. It has made me a better person. Yesterday, I got 4 phone numbers of people just going to Kohl's and returning something. So thank you all for being such good teachers. And Sunshower, you are definitely included in that. So thank you for connecting with me when you have. I really appreciate it.
Thank you,
So
Dolly.
I'm just so thankful to be part of LifeWave. Thank you all.
Well, we're so grateful to have you.
Steve Jackie Bailey.
Yeah. So we'll answer that call later. Sorry about that. Beautiful. Well, we can open it up now. We're past the half-hour mark, and we switch gears and we'll answer questions about anything. If anyone has any comments about today's subject matter or questions, I'd like to, give that a first step priority, and then we'll move into just open Q&A on anything. So if anybody has anything they'd like to share or ask, go ahead and raise your hand and chime in. And if not, I'm going to go have my breakfast. No, I'm just kidding. Big silent group. There we go. All at once. Okay, we got some hands popping up. Great. Awesome. Hi, Marianne.
Yes, good morning. This isn't about your presentation, but it was
Okay.
wonderful.
Mhm.
On Monday night, Robin mentioned during the community call that she had sent out a water video. And when she said that, my ears perked up and I'm like, wonder what she was referring to and where can I find it?
Robin? This
Well, the
quick-
water video that the company made is available.
Mhm.
And for those of you that were at the conference or got a virtual ticket, you have access to David's presentation. So,
Yes.
someone actually made a YouTube, I don't know who it was, of that presentation. And I'm actually working on a letter that includes a few things that we can send out to prospects. It'll be done soon. I was over, I don't know. I don't know why I promised it earlier than it's as available with all this going on, but it'll be out soon and we'll share it with everyone. It'll be a simple letter for your prospects, talking a little bit about the momentum the company's in and how exciting things are and a few little other pieces. If you haven't become a happy clicker, that's what we talked about the other day or on Monday night's call. There's all these tools available in your InTouch app. There's all kinds of things available on the LifeWave website. On the front of the website, go through everything, open everything up, become a happy clicker, go into the resources and open up marketing, see what else is there. There's more things available. And, we're going to support the company in doing a better job of letting us know when they add things like in the back office without telling us. That would be good. But there's a lot of new resources available to share. So be a happy clicker and see what's available.
Marianne,
might have
I was
Yeah, I
on
do
that.
have,
I
You
was
might have
on that,
answered it, Robin,
I was on
but-
that thread that got that. So if you want to put your phone number in the chat, I will forward that to you.
I would love that because I got a virtual ticket. I did a watch party for my people on Saturday. We watched the whole 2-hour thing, but I'm not going to send a 2-hour thing just,
Right.
somebody who may be mildly interested. So when Robin said that, I'm like, ooh, what would that be?
And where is it, Robin? If you could, you might have said it, but it deserves repeating because I didn't.
Well, it's in your back office. It's in lifewave.com. It's in the water piece. I think it's on the website. You'll see
Well,
it.
Does
on the web-
anybody know where on the website it is?
Let me just go look to give you specifics because I'm
Because it's a
sitting at
very
the
cool, well done little teaser it's about 60 seconds, 90 seconds. I'm not
Yeah.
sure, but
Once
Yeah.
we
I found it
find where
on
it's
the-
at, I will load it onto LYS What's New page.
Yes, great. If you open up lifewave.com, there's several videos right there. If you open up the section that says celebrating 20 years, there's a wonderful message from David. Important to see. There's something on Alavida. Let's see if the light video is right there. No, I'm not seeing it.
When you go
Um,
into your back office,
It
the-
has to be in the back office. Okay, thank you.
if you're
Who's
in
that?
your back office, the scrolling banner on the face page,
Thank you.
just flip over to this. I think it's the second or third one. And then when you click that learn more button, that'll take you to the video.
Great.
oh, perfect.
Thank you, Dr. T.
Took a doctor to solve the problem.
Thank you.
All right. Good morning, Donna. You're next.
Hello, hello. Thanks so much for the trainings. I really appreciate it. This is more of a business question. Is this an appropriate time to do that?
Yes, it is.
So I had two of my clients or customers that had kind of dropped off their active status and they placed orders on Tuesday, I guess. And so I'm wondering, do they become active again? Do I get commissions from the products that they purchase, or because I don't see any change in my status, or in any kind of commission. So how do I track that?
Robin, do you want to address that?
I'd be happy to. So first thing is, if they just placed an order, they'll be a retail customer and you should have a commission. If you're not seeing one, I would call customer service. If they went back on a monthly subscription, they will be active in your account and you'll get a commission on that also. So if you're not seeing any commission, I would call customer service with your ID number and their ID number to make
Okay.
sure they're, yes, you should have a.
they're brand partners, but they got the
Oh,
maintenance pack.
they're brand partners.
brand
Oh, I thought they
partners,
were
'cause
custom. I thought you said
They're already,
customer.
they're gold. I've already upgraded them to gold and.
Okay.
silver.
Well, you don't get a commission. You get when when a brand partner orders, the
Mhm.
points go into your binary tree. If they do an upgrade to a larger kit, then you will get a commission.
Okay.
But you get points from them. So you're fine as long as you see. And if you go to the back office under commissions and volumes, you can click on the period LV and RV if you know which side they're on, and click on whatever side there is. Anything that's blue is a live link, and it'll open up and show you exactly who you're getting paid on.
Okay, because that's like one of them made $1,000 purchase and the other one, but they're getting like the maintenance packs. And didn't you say you were going to try to get the maintenance packs set up as a?
Oh, we've been asking for that for years. We're still working on it.
Okay,
We
they
haven't
were
haven't given up. But
Well,
when you get a maintenance pack, it's important to know if they, got a large maintenance kit, it divvies it out by the month. So whatever the business volume is for that maintenance kit, you get all the product at once, but it'll come over time is when you get the BV.
because they were traveling and they wanted to go
Yeah.
ahead and get it.
No,
now.
that's smart. The maintenance kits are very smart. That's what we buy a lot. Yes.
But I didn't know if we got commissions on that or that makes them active again. And then
Well,
they-
it definitely makes them active for if they got a 3-month or a 6-month, they will be active for that period of time.
Okay, because that's
Yep.
the part I didn't understand is this.
Yes,
active thing, and they
yes.
seem to drop off and then, yeah.
No, so they're active for 3 or 6 months, whichever pack they chose. Yes. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Great. You're welcome. Thank you for the question. Good question. Who else had, this is time for business questions of any sort. Well, who else has one?
Sunshine.
It's me, Sunshower. Since I missed the first 10 or 15 minutes, I'm really sorry that I did. I'm sure Cheryl was talking about her journal. And was there a link to see the
Yeah,
journal?
it's in liveyounger.com. What's new section. You can download it.
Thank you.
Mhm. Okay. Lavelle.
Just to chime back in about momentum.
Mhm.
Once again, Slight Edge, great book by Jeff Olson.
Mhm.
I encourage everyone to read it multiple times. Jeff talks about the successful people, all they do is do the compound effect by doing 10% more than everybody else. But if you do it consistently, if successful people just do 10% more than everybody else, and if you do it consistently, that compound effect kicks in. So there you have it.
Beautiful. Okay. And let's see. Jonathan. Oh, no, Liz, you had your hand up. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, Donna, the artisan, says she can't raise her hand, so I'll let her go first and then come back to me,
Okay.
please.
Oh, great. Go ahead, Donna.
Hi, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much, Liz, and thank you, Robin and Gregory. Wonderful meeting. I just stumbled across there's Gaia things that they're going to be doing, and those kind of people really love our product. And when I went in there and scrolled down a little bit, I saw that LifeWave is already there, and I wanted to know, how do I reach out to someone sideline? I know that Connie and Dr. Stacy, they do stuff together, and me and Dr. Pam do stuff together and stuff like that. So I wanted to know, how do I reach out cross line, that way and find out who's doing this.
Robin, did you understand the question? I kind of didn't quite get it.
Yeah, you're wanting to reach out to someone that is, as Helen calls it, a business cousin. Why don't you send a message to me with their name and I will see what I can do.
How to find out who it is that's doing it. I just was scrolling
Oh.
down.
What specifically are you looking for?
Okay, I think you can hear me better now. Sorry.
Oh, that's way better. Thank you. So what
I'm sorry.
specifically are you looking for?
There's it was on Facebook, and it's here in Orlando where I live, And there's a Gaia, GAIA. It's like this Mother Earth type
Yeah.
organization where they do all this, you know, crystals and auras and chakras and stuff like that. And those kind of people really love this LifeWave technology. At least that's what I've been told. And so I wanted to know how I can find out who's doing this and how I can reach out to them. And it's the first time I'm kind of new. I'm not that seasoned in this yet. So, but I've heard that these kind of shows really do work great. So if you guys could give me some of your
okay,
seasoned
so-
experience on this, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
so you're inquiring about trade show with Gaia.
you. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that'd be an awesome place to have a booth or a table. And certainly Robin or I'm not sure whose team you're in, Donna.
I'm in Connie's and then Ann and Jim.
Okay. Well, I would talk with any one of them because they're all experienced, especially Connie. And if need be, Robin and I would chime in, but we actually have in our back office, in our Live Younger library, we have a section on events and we'll give tips on how to do trade shows. We love trade shows. I love getting in front of people that resonate with what we have, and the folks at Gaia would certainly do that. So I think that's a worth looking into. Be happy to
Okay.
help. Be happy to help
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, Liz, did you want to share something?
Yes, Robin and I will have to, after we get off of this call, contact support, because the video that is in the back office, when you click on it, it says that, sorry, you're not allowed to watch this. It's marked private. So there's an issue going on that we'll need to alert
Okay,
customer service on. And then the other thing is I have loaded up the weekly summary and also the condensed version of the income producing tracking sheet, both
Great.
on the what's new page, and also it's now in the resource library section.
Oh, great. Thank you very much. Good. I'll just real quick. So who's next?
Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, real quick, Sarah and Marvin Glenn asked this, and I want to know also. In the chat, I don't know if you answered, I don't think you did. They asked the process of reeling in a big fish. I've got some big fish and I'd like to know that as well.
Gregory's an expert fisherman of whales.
You know, it's kind of like to simplify, it's a game of checkers. You make a move, they make a move. You give them some information, you get back together, you give them some more information. You help them take the logical steps between, evaluation and decision and getting started. It just takes patience, and you can't push a big fish. You have to lure. And it's funny, we were talking about this yesterday on the call. Sometimes you need to chum a little bit and throw some food out in the water, but I'd be happy to chat with you offline, Jonathan, but there's no secret to it. It's about building relationships. It's a courting process, and so you're courting a big fish. It's like many of you heard me say in a previous company, one of my best friends and one of the best people I ever recruited took me a year of dripping before he said yes. So it just being constant, just checking in, no many times means not now. So if someone's not ready now, just keep following up.
Honey, you want to talk about the Welcome Center?
Yeah. Big fish you need to walk them through the Welcome Center. And I'm delighted we now have a Welcome Center video you can tease people with. And Robin and I are going to be making frequent trips to Salt Lake, and we'll we've actually rented a part-time home there that we're sharing with a couple of other leaders. So when we go there, we have a familiar place to stay because we plan on being there so much, and we don't necessarily like hanging out in hotel rooms. So we're very committed to entertaining big fish in the big new corporate office and welcome center. So, you know, inviting them to go to the welcome center, and I suggest that you or one of your significant upline be there to host them. If you're bringing in a big fish, you want to be on deck when they get there.
Gregory, I'd like to just mention that when we have done that in the past with past companies, 99.9% of everybody that came to that enrolled and became leaders.
Yep. It's kind of, I can't imagine anybody going through that welcome center and coming out the other end and not joining. So, good morning, Julianne.
Good morning. This is a fabulous training. Thank you so much, everybody. My question is so I'm attracting a lot of horse owners, and
Nice.
I am looking to create a video that I can insert into an email that will kind of go over the AccuLife and with, you know, where the direction of the company is going. And I would just love some suggestions from anybody who has, you know, done stuff with the horses, what they can recommend. Is there anything else? Because I know that the AccuLife video, Horses Don't Lie, it's sometimes on again, off again. And so I don't know if there's anything out there, or if I can have permission to create a video that we can share in Live Younger Success or something like that.
Well, one thing is we need to make sure that Horses Don't Lie video is available. And if it's on again, off again, you know, Liz, maybe we can add that to our to-do list. Maybe we need to get that loaded up, you know, in YouTube or in Vimeo and make it accessible to the Live Younger community so they can send a link that's consistently working. I didn't know it was phasing in and out, but that's the most powerful video. It's professionally produced and
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm really attracting a bunch of people, but I need to, like, in my general area, and I want to put on an event, and I have a friend that has a retired horse farm. So I'm working with her and several of her horses. And she asked me the other day if I'm ready to, like, get something put on the calendar, but I wanted to send out kind of a newsletter and email inviting the local stables, because I live here in Tennessee and close to Kentucky. So I like going for those horse athletes. So
All right.
yeah.
So where are you finding the Horses Don't Lie video that's causing problem, not always working?
Well, I don't know if it was my end that it was glitching, but it just, sometimes it came up. I just put in the search bar of Google, you know, Horses Don't Lie, and sometimes it says it was unavailable.
Right.
And I know that the guy that did that hosted it and did the demonstrations, that he was in LifeWave, he's not in LifeWave, and so I don't know if he took down that video, if he had the rights to that.
I have it.
You have it, Liz? Oh, you're
Yeah.
awesome. You are awesome. Yeah.
Hey, Liz, so why don't we load that up and let Julianne know where it's going to be?
Yep, I will.
Okay, great. Okay.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
And you can create something too. You know, I'm not saying don't create, but you know, it's a lot easier to use what's there than to create something. It takes a lot less time.
Well, absolutely. But I also want it to, you know, because if I'm, you know, I want to have people know that they can contact me as well. So I would like to have something in there that I am doing.
I'll
you
talk
know.
with you afterwards.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate you.
Great.
Appreciate everybody. Thank you.
Few more questions and we'll bring it in for a landing here. Go ahead, Sunshower.
So just on the horses video, Julianne, I too have a new brand partner, a doctor who's a horse person. So I would appreciate that too. And I was going to offer that I could capture it and get it to Liz, but it sounds like Liz is ahead of the game in every step. So thank you, Liz. The other question I have, I think I heard Robin address this on Monday evening's call about Vancouver, which is sold out, and I have 3 people that want to go. I'm trying to find out if 2 of them have registered, but I know one has not. She's such a recent contact. So do you know further if they're going to expand the offering?
Garrett's on a plane, but there's always people that don't show up. I would just have them show up. Give them the address and show up. They'll find space for them.
Sure enough. Thank you.
And I will, if you could send me the name, I will get that off to Garrett so he knows who to expect.
I will
Yeah.
do that. Thank you so much, Robin.
Okay, you're welcome. Yeah, and let's do a little celebration for all of our Canucks up there. There's been very successful roadshow. It started out in Toronto, then went to Winnipeg. Gregory was there, huge crowd, great energy. Then it went on to Edmonton. They had a fabulous event last night, I think it was last night, and now off to Vancouver. And God bless Garrett and Geraldo. They have just been road warriors off the charts, and things are going really, really well. So start noticing, because all the patches, for everyone to know, are now available in Canada, and they had to get renamed, a few of them. And so that is on your back office. You will see that show up, the new name. So get used to the new names. Same product, new name.
Only in Canada.
Only in Canada. Correct. So it's going to be very exciting for those of you that have Canadian brand partners.
Hey, real quick, Lavelle put Horses Don't Lie site in the chat.
Thank you, Lavelle.
Awesome.
Yeah, I have found it in several places, and I don't know if you guys have ever been to the back office and click on resources and click on marketing tools. It needs to be updated. Our new global marketing director is working on all kinds of things. So there's some things that need to be taken off, but there's some new things on there that you can download the video, the Be the Light video that's 60 seconds, 90 seconds, and the LifeWave X39 Powerhouse intro. So you can download all of those, but there's a lot of other resources there that people don't even know. So check it out. And some of them need updating. So just know that also. We're busy updating Live Younger Success, and the company's busy updating the back office.
Hey, good morning, Carolee.
Good morning. I just wanted to write on that one. AccuLifeNow.com has a bunch of horse videos. I don't know if it has that specific one, but it's
Okay.
a great website also for horses.
AccuLife.now.
No, AccuLifeNow.com.
.com. AccuLife.com. Okay, great.
Okay.
Hey, Corolla.
I just wanted to add about the Vancouver show for Sunshower. Judy Friesen mentioned yesterday, nobody will be turned away, even though if they can't register anymore, they just show up.
There you go. Good. Hey, let's call it a wrap with Jim. Go ahead.
Hey, I'll keep it short. I do have 2 tickets for the Victoria or Vancouver event. So if anybody wants to get a hold of me,
Okay.
I got a couple of people that bought them or ordered them and are not going now. So also, if anybody needs to talk about horses, we do have a horse ranch, and we have multiple experiences with both AccuLife, IceWave, which are basically, in my opinion, the same thing. And also, if you go to YouTube, if you want to watch any of the videos on the conference, go to my name, Jim Gilliland, on YouTube, and you'll find there's videos there, and you can download and edit those right from there if you need to.
Awesome.
Wow. Fabulous.
You've been busy.
It's what I do instead of watch TV at night.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Jim. That's awesome. Well, God bless you all. What a wonderful day. What a wonderful time we're in with LifeWave. We are in major momentum. Today's training will be up on YouTube, on our liveyoungeryoutube.com later on today, and share it with your partners and teams that couldn't be on with us. And so with that, I think we'll kind of invite everyone to unmute and say their farewells and have a great day. Thanks,
Lucy
everyone.
Call. Woohoo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for
Thank
everything.
you.
Great
you,
meeting you,
Gregory.
everyone.
Great.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Thank
Awesome.
you,
Didn't get my
Cheryl.
number in the
Thank
chat.
you.
Thank you.
see Jim Gillian. We used to be in business
Wonderful.
together.
Blessings.
Shall
we see one another
Great call. Great call.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
everyone.
Bye.